Ellie suddenly stripped off her clothes in front of everyone, just to prove that she was a girl. But even so, the doctors still insisted she was male. Ellie is a supermodel. A couple of days ago, she suddenly felt nauseous during a modeling competition, but her father assumed it was just nerves, so he gave her some of his anti-anxiety medication and told her to take it. However, halfway through the runway, she was suddenly hit by a wave of dizziness. A model nearby quickly checked on her, but Ellie slapped her across the face and then collapsed to the ground herself. The girl was rushed to the hospital. When she woke up, she kept asking the same questions over and over again. Even after getting an answer, she would repeat the same question again. On top of that, Ellie also started having seizures from time to time. Kevin believed that Ellie's cardiac arrest must have caused oxygen deprivation to her brain, which led to her short-term memory loss. But at that moment, House was still flipping through the magazine featuring Ellie. Just as Kevin was about to call him out, House held up the picture of Ellie from the magazine and suggested that Ellie might be suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. But Cameron argued that Ellie had always been protected by her father, so there was no way she could have been harmed. However, House then pointed out that Ellie's psychological disorder might have been caused by her father himself. He suspected that Ellie's father might have abused her. House's theory was immediately met with opposition from the team. They didn't believe her father was that kind of person. House ordered them to perform a lumbar puncture on the girl. If she had no neurological issues in her brain, then she must be suffering from a psychological disorder, while the others went to perform the lumbar puncture on the girl. House, wanting to confirm his suspicions, pulled Jack into the restroom. He asked Jack if he had ever abused Ellie. Jack denied it, but House pulled out the magazine and started reading the profile written about Ellie. The description was all about how sexy and hot Ellie was, and all of this was written by her father, who was also her manager. But these words were completely inappropriate for a father to use when describing his 15-year-old daughter. Jack claimed that he only wrote it to help promote his daughter's career. Seeing that Jack still wouldn't admit it, House could only explain that Ellie's symptoms might be caused by a psychological disorder. If he didn't know what caused her psychological trauma, his daughter would have a hard time recovering. Hearing this, Jack finally admitted that he had done it once. With this answer in hand, House immediately went to find the other doctors and announced that Ellie's father had confessed to abusing his daughter. They could now confirm that Ellie was suffering from a psychological disorder. Although what House said shocked everyone, their test results showed that it wasn't caused by a psychological disorder.